between
Yeah.
those words.
Yeah.
A little soft.
Did you hear the point there? Little piece, that little lyric in the ballad, what he said, that lyric, no one knew me. You know, this talks about this great world and this, everything's the same, these black umbrellas and the rain and the mobs of people all going into the day and their faces looking through me, no one knew me.
Oh.
I'm alone, it's, you know, this is that world. We talked really deeply about these lyrics last week. You've got to crawl back into that. Crawl back into that. You've gone away from me. Your face I long to see. Since you've been gone, it's not the same. And there's angst in this, which is the swipe and the crescendo. There on the street I am, hearing only your name. Your name! This guy's lost it, man. And he's at a point in his life where he's just so desperate and alone, and his world is gray, and at night, he can hear her. It might be he hears her name in the wind or in the rain, or he thinks he hears her in the kitchen making the coffee. He thinks he smells her perfume. He can't shake it. That's where he is. This is real. This is real loss that guys deal with. This is real loss that a lot of people have dealt with. It's a story here. You've got to believe it. All right? Good. Square off. Tell us a story now. It's a real story. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Cherry Hill, New Jersey, under the direction of Rich Gray, the Pine Barrens Chorus.
You've gone away from me, your face I long to see. Since you've been gone, it's not the same. There on the street I'm lonely, hearing only your name. Yesterday I heard the rain whispering your name, asking where you've gone. It fell softly from the clouds on the silent crowds as I wandered on, out of doorways like umbrellas.
Stop. As I wandered, you can't write a more driving passage into a ballad. You just can't. You have to move. You gave me 2% of a 100% variance. It's not enough. Not enough. Crawl out of this box. Crawl out of this comfort zone. Yesterday I heard the rain. Yes, you did.
Yesterday I heard the rain whispering your name, asking where you've gone. It fell softly from the clouds on the silent crowds as I wandered on. she would. She answered me like I hoped she would. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something good, oh yeah. We only danced for a minute or two, but then she stuck close to me the whole night through. Can I be falling in love? She's everything I've been dreaming of. I walked her home and she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one-night stand, so I asked to see her next week, and she told me I asked to see her, and she told me I could now. Something tells me I'm into something good. I'm into something good. I'm into something good. So good, so good. I'm into something good, 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 good. Something good. Dance for a minute or two, and then she stuck close to me the whole night through. Can I be falling in love? She's everything I've been known, no matter where or when. She's everything I've been dreaming of. I walked her home, she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one-night stand. I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I knew that she would, yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. I'm into something good. Something good. Oh yeah.
That's good, that's good, that's good. I'm gonna freeze the chord. And then, actually, yeah, let's freeze this chord and then talk about it. So, I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I knew that she would, yeah. Yeah, and the bass is in that one. So that's, everybody, remember the key to that, those loud ones are what? Air and space. Air and space. And those are kind of just going, yeah! All right, I don't really have a clean chord. I've got sort of a yeah. So just be careful out with bass to make sure you're right in that one. Yeah, you're right there, okay? And then tag. I'm into something good, take a basis. I'm into something good. So baritones, who does the repeat of something good? Leads definitely do it. I'm into something good, something good. Who does the second? Tenors, are you singing that? No. You're holding baritones? Baritones. Straight across?
We go something good. I'm in something good. Oh yeah.
Okay, so leads, I need you to come out on that second something good. So it's I'm into something good, I'm into something good, something good. I need that. Because that's the one that's like the, you know, pow, you know, that's that next driving one. And right now we're just, you know, we're kind of hiding that a little bit. That aside, we'll come back and hit that. Talk to me about that set. Better. Yeah! Heck yeah, it was better. I mean, I wish I didn't have to stop you in that ballad, but what happens once you did that first one?
You're right. You start off playing.
Yeah, and then the next one, and then the next one, right? And it just kept happening. Now you have energy in life. But you've got to just own those. For some reason, we just never, I don't know, we just haven't gotten to where you said, I'm going to do these crescendos all over the place every time. I'm just going to do it. I always have to yell, like, while we're singing, or really get right up here and, you know. And it's just got to be an ownership. It's no magic wand. You just have to do it. When I go like this, that means something. Of course, you don't acknowledge this one either. So, but yeah, much better. Much better. I mean, guys, it's got to Do you hear a difference the way I heard the difference from where you're standing? Yeah, it's just so much better.
It
There's stuff.
sounded like people believed it more. Like it was a lot softer, it was a lot more gentle. People just believed in what they were
Yeah,
singing.
and you know what? I would have, from a vocal standpoint, I would have asked, bottom half to kind of stay just a little bit more energized. But because of the performance, the way it was in the moment, like, I was cool with it. Because it felt real, it felt tangible, it felt genuine. And so, what I might have addressed from the technical side, I was cool with it because of where you were singing and how you were performing it. It was okay. Very good. And then the uptune, we definitely had the control. Probably a click, maybe a click much control. That's cool, because we won't, when the lights come up, right? But we kept it in the pocket there. Key change, didn't quite get there. So, and we did that big jump, we didn't make. So the interval from there to there was right, but it started, a cycle low, so we didn't quite get it. So it was just a little bit cringy for a couple of measures until we settled into whatever key it was, which was just probably a quarter low or so. That's cool. We won't crush these for 3 hours before you go on stage, and it won't be 10 o'clock at night. So just know that. I mean, that's a critical step a critical jump in that process. So for you, what made the difference in that set? I mean, you tell me what made the difference, because I want to spoon feed it to you.
Focus.
Yeah, I've given up on that.
For me, it was
Anything
like,
else?
for me, it was like, it felt like I could feel everybody in the room that we had reached some sort of critical mass, where we had all just decided that we were, maybe because you scared the shit out of us, and we were gonna have to do this song forever.
And yell at. We wanted to make sure that we wanted to do it.
And I could feel it as soon as the song started.
So-
We'd hit critical mass. And then it's just like, I don't know how to explain that to you, because I feel it, but you probably don't.
Yeah, for me, it was the I woke. The I woke sounds good. I know that the rest of the song.
And the uptune, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How many of you would say it was because of what Chris was saying? I'm just curious if there was how many of you it was more of story, emotion, that field. I was more tuned, I just committed to the story, I was performing, I was in the moment. How many of it was, I knew what I had to do, I just didn't play it because I knew I had to do it because Rich really got on it. So that side, Rich on us, got to do it, crunch time, get it done here. How many was, I was in the story, in the moment, emotions, real story? Yes. Okay.
Well, we had just come out of the break too, so.
Yeah, so we can live there, and it's, this is where, as a director, we want to live. And we want to live there provided we don't have to think about the little things, You've got, it's the chicken or the egg, I guess. I mean, what comes first? I mean, we've tried it a few different ways, and we've never quite settled into it. And look, it just may be that the piece of music is, not one that moves us like another one may. I mean, this is the last contest for it, so be it. But we still have this last hurdle to get through with it, so we need to commit to doing that. But whatever you did, if it's just a commitment to the story, and probably the day of, we're going to start with some of that duet stuff briefly, and then it's going to be a lot of performance and in the moment and emotions and that kind of thing that we're going to have. But just remember that in all that, you've got a responsibility vocally. That vocal energy has to be present.
I mean, one thing that makes a huge difference for me is just when it starts off softer. I mean, when we have the soft end of the song, then when it feels like we're just layering, I mean, it's just.
In either song, or the up to in particular, or?
Because didn't we do that with Sean? We did the
live tune and we kind of, and then he said, you know, kind of half as loud or something like that.
Probably in the key changes in areas like that, yeah, that's why that control is so important, yeah. Yeah, and so the soft thing, you know, executing soft is critical, because if we come in soft, soft is fine as long as it's a vocally energized soft. If we have that soft, where basses have command and baritones are right there with it, and leads are doing it, and full diction, great, that won't be a problem. But if we do soft, where everyone pulls back the vocal energy, and if I have, you know, the bottom half, you've gone away from me, as opposed to, you've gone away, you know, I can sing soft with full energized voice, and you all can too. So as long as everyone has that full energized connection, that soft will be just solid as a rock. And once you start that, it is very hard. I'll tell you, there's 3 tracks. The opening line, the first chorus, after the pregnant pause, yesterday, the temptation is to come back, yesterday, which is wrong. And then the second pregnant pause. Both coming off of loud stuff, and the trap is to go, you know, and you just have to do the opposite. You have to stand like, and it's just, you know, man up time, and it's, yesterday I shut my eyes. That's soft, but it's still got height, it's got resonance, you can still have all those things at a lower volume, so there's a grab in the sound, there's a core to our sound. If that core goes away, then we just have, you know, now we're fishing. So a much better job after I stopped you on that, doing that in the ballad, and it's just gotta feel great. I mean, it's really, really good. Up tune much better. Like I said, key change, you know, we're nailing that pretty consistently, so I'm not gonna kill you on that at this late hour and everything. So for this week, please commit to your homework, which is continue to sing sets. And it's a discipline, because sometimes you'll start and then you won't actually finish. How many of you did that this week? Yeah, you'll start and you won't finish the whole set, right? Like, oh, okay, I thought you gotta do it. Warm up, good warm up. Sing the couple sections that are trouble for you, and then when you're ready, commit to doing the set. You have to show up and have the stamina to get through these 2 songs without being out of breath and everything else. Adrenaline's gonna be pumping, lights are gonna be up. So just commit to doing that. Commit to all the things we do. Commit to the plan. And more importantly, commit to your brothers on the riser. That you're going to be there. You're going to hold up your end of the bargain so that when these times come, when these moments happen, they're going to be awesome. Because each one of you is doing your job. You're in a great place, guys. You get to decide. You get to decide the outcome of this whole thing. And it's awesome. We come in gangbusters like you did the start of tonight. We start cranking like that, like you did last week at rehearsal, and the week before that at rehearsal. You're going to raise a lot of eyebrows. You're going to raise a lot of eyebrows in the audience, and it'll be great. Don't bring that level of engagement. Don't bring that out, and it's not nearly as rewarding as a result. You're going, how the hell did we get a 72 again? Again! Right? You're better than that. Believe me when I tell you, you are not a 72 chorus. Those days are behind you if you choose to let them be behind you. All right? All right, good work. 50-50?
50. Get out of your tickets. Break the door. Let's go.